Hello and welcome to the Realm Group Leader tutorial. In this tutorial, we'll be talking about how to manage your group's information, roster, and attendance. To find your group, click Groups over on the left, and then select the group you want to manage. For this one, I'm going to be managing Test. This is your group's main page. There are 5 tabs along the top: News, Participants, Files, Attendance, and Info. On the News page, you'll see information you send out, posts you make to your group's news feed, or comments your group members have made on those posts. You can send a communication. There are 3 ways to do that. You can post to the group news feed, which will show up here. You can send a message, which will use each person's communication preferences to either send them an email or a Realm inbox message. Or you can start a chat session, which is sort of like Facebook Messenger, but not quite. Here I can start one now. It will send it to Test, and then I type my message and I hit send. Or I can post to the news feed. My title is Test. Hello. This is another test. Then I can attach a file if I want, if it's a group learning material or a reference document. Then I can hit post, and it will show up right here. And you can just go back to the main page by clicking this arrow up here. To manage your group roster, click Participants. Here you can see a list of all the people in your group. If you'd like to add or remove people, click Manage Participants. To add people to the group, click Add Person. You can search someone's name in this field. I'm going to add Test Person. Then click their name when they show up. Please note you can add more than one person at a time. In this field, next to the search bar, you can decide whether someone should join as a leader, member, or guest. I recommend picking member unless you know they're not going to be coming back very often. Then click guest, like Kathy Underwood is here. Or if you're trying to add a leader, click leader. However, test person is not going to be a leader, so I'm going to click member, and then click add. As you can see, they've joined the roster down here. If you want to remove someone from the group or edit their position, you click these 3 dots. Let's say I want test person to be a leader now, actually. I'll click the 3 dots, then edit, and now I can use this drop-down field to change them to a leader. And then I hit save. Now let's say I don't want test person in the group at all. I can click the 3 dots and then remove from group. And then they disappear after a certain amount of time. There, they're gone. If you want to see past participants of the group, click here where it says current participants and change it to past participants. Here you can see test person used to be in the group, along with someone named Philip Bobby. To go back to your group, hit test, or whatever your group's name is, up in the top left corner. The next thing we'll talk about is taking attendance for your group. Click Attendance in the top menu bar. Here you will see a list of events attributed to your group. Click on the event that you want to take attendance on. You'll see a list of the members of your group. Click on the ones that were in attendance. I'm going to say myself, an example person, were in attendance at the group, and Kathy Underwood was absent. Sometimes people might attend your event who aren't in your group. If that happens, click Add Person, and then search their name in the search bar. Then click their name when they pop up. Finally, click this drop-down menu and add this person attending as a member, leader, or guest. Once you make that selection, it will take some time to update, and then add them to the roster. If someone attended who isn't in Realm, or you don't know their name, you can still keep track of them by entering in the additional field up at the top. I'm going to say there were 3 extra people, bringing our total up to 6. If at all possible, get someone's name and email address when they attend your event. That way we can add them to Realm and you can add them to this attendance page. When you're finished taking attendance, click Done. Your event now shows up as marked, and we can click on it later to see who attended and who didn't. The last two tabs we have to talk about are Files, where files you've attached to your newsfeed posts or posted in the group resources will show up, and Info, where a description of your group and the meeting times will show up. The meeting time is determined by your group's primary event, which is set by an administrator when assigning events to your group. To change the group description, click the three dots next to the group name at the top, and then Group Settings. Here you can change the group's name, the description of the group, add or remove group leaders, and set the group type. If you're not sure which group type your group falls under, click the little I next to the field and you'll get a description of each one. Existing groups have already been assigned the correct group type, so don't worry too much about that. Further down, you can see settings which allow either group leaders only or anyone in the group to make posts or photos, and you can enable or disable the group chat. When you're done editing the settings, hit Save. And that's it. You've set up your group, you've edited the roster, and taken attendance.